Hi students, this is just the introduction of probability. Um, Starting with that, for any event, the probability will be, the formula will be the number of favorable outcomes by total number of equally likely outcomes. So I guess you would have studied about probability in class 9, that the range varies from 0 to 1. It can be 0, it can be 1, or in between range. It cannot be the negative value or it cannot be greater than 1. Always it will be in the range 0 to 1. And we have three properties, that is, always the probability will be 0 if the event is impossible. That is, if we say when we roll a die, a single die, that is the numbers from 1 to 6, can we find the probability of getting the number 8? It's not possible, isn't it? Because we have only from 1 to 6. So that is not a possible event at all. For that case, we write the probability as 0. Or if in question they have mentioned the probability as 0, then that particular event is impossible. So the vice versa. Okay, if the probability is 0, then the event is impossible. Or if the event is impossible, the probability will be 0. And if the probability equal to 1, the event is certain to happen. So for sure that event is going to happen means the probability will be 1. We can say, for example, if there are two numbers 2 and 3, we can say for sure the sum will be 5 or the difference will be 1. That is for sure, isn't it? If the numbers are 2 and 3, that is an sure event. So the probability will be 1. Sum of all the probabilities will always be equal to 1. So if you are having 2 events or 3 events or whatever, if you add those probabilities, you will get the value as 1. Say for example, here I have given the probability of A as 1 by 3 and probability of B as 2 by 3. This is just example. When you add these two values, you will be getting 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, that is 1. If you take 3 or 4 probabilities, the same way we will be getting the value as 1, and this is the important event because this is for 2 or more than 2 events. Suppose only one event means we say complement, that is P of A complement plus P of A equal to 1. Or if we want to find the P of A complement, then that will be 1 minus P of A. We can also say this is an unlikely event. Or if you want to find P of A, then we can write 1 minus P of A complement. Suppose for example, if I am drawing a ball from a bag full of balls, I want to draw a red color ball. I don't want a black color ball. Okay, then if I say if I don't want, then that will be the complement. And we have the probability scale, that is it goes from 0 to 1 as already discussed. The value will be from 0 to 1. So for 0 it is, we know that is for sure, that is impossible event. For 1 we know that is for sure as certain event. So events means if we flip a coin, either we get a head or tail. Either we should get a head or either we should get a tail. Except these two things, we will not get any other new one when we flip a coin. So that we say events, the values have. So unlikely is between the range impossible to events, and likely is between the events and certain. And in your textbook there is exercise 35.1, we have to mark the given probabilities in the probability scale. The first question is, a day chosen at random is a Saturday. For sure, if we choose a day, it will be either Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. From Sunday to Saturday, any one day will be there. So surely we can say Saturday will be one among them. But choosing that is a like event, because that will happen. So that is a likely event. We cannot say it is a certain, because if it is chosen at random, any day can come. So among those 7 days, so we say it is a likely event. A coin will show tails when spun. Already I told, for spinning or flipping the coins, we either get tails or we either get heads. So they have the equal opportunities. So we say it's events. So we mark under the events. The sun will rise tomorrow. Yeah, that is a certain one. A woman will run a marathon in 2 hours. It depends upon the woman who is running. So it is likely. The next car you see will be a silver. For sure, we can see the cars when we travel. So that is likely. In next video, we'll continue with the next exercise. Hope this will be clear. If you have any doubt, ask in the comment section. Thank you.